have 3 teenage boys at home, and I'm a single mom.
Okay.
And my mother has her own home,
Okay.
and she's widowed.
Okay.
And I have 3 brothers and 2 sisters.
Okay. All right. And how old are your boys?
They're 19, 16, and 14.
Okay. And are they, your 19-year-old, is he in college or still in high school? Or?
No, he's in college.
Okay.
College full-time, and he works. He's got 2 jobs.
Okay. Busy
Mhm,
boy, huh? Okay. And what about your other 2?
The one just finished his junior year of high school.
Okay.
I'm trying to get him to look for a job, but that doesn't seem to be something he wants to do.
Okay.
And then the youngest one, he'll be done in a week.
Okay. Okay. Do y'all have any big summer plans?
Well, I'm going to school.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm in school for the summer.
You're taking care of mom and your boys and going to school.
Mm-hmm.
You are a busy girl.
Yep.
Okay. All right. And so, what are you going to school for?
Social work.
Oh, that's good. Our world needs more social workers for sure. So let's talk about mom for a minute. Tell me about mom.
Mom, I love my mom. She's a nice. Everyone's like, oh, your mom is so sweet. She's so wonderful. But when I get together with her, she's kind of a what I call a glass half full person.
Okay.
Everything is a string of negative.
Okay. Right.
It's. I don't know if, and I see her once a week on purpose. We'll go to church and we'll go out for coffee afterwards.
Okay.
And it's just, by the time that's done, it's very draining.
Right.
I'm reluctant to spend more time in the week with her because of that.
Okay. And so has she always kind of had a negative outlook on things,
Yeah.
even when you were a little girl?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So how was your relationship with her when you were growing up?
I always felt like she was too busy.
Okay.
I told her once that she had too many kids and she wasn't a good parent because she had too many kids to take care of.
Okay. When you say
So-
she wasn't a good parent, what do you mean by that?
I just felt like she was too, her way of taking care of us was just, go outside, everyone go outside and play and come back for dinner.
Okay. Okay.
She wasn't mean or anything. I just
Right.
felt like she wasn't the type of parent that I could
Right.
go to and if I had anything going on, then I can go and talk to her about
Right.
stuff.
So I feel like maybe you didn't have a good, secure connection to her. Maybe
No,
like
she
you didn't have
always
that
seemed,
safety.
Too
Mhm.
busy
Yeah.
type of thing.
And how many siblings did you have?
I have 3 brothers
Okay.
and 2 sisters,
Okay.
and the youngest brother didn't come along until years later. So.
Okay. Okay. Did he get all the attention?
At first, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Had all these siblings to take care of him. And so, what's your relationship like with your siblings as you were growing up?
Some of them okay, some of them I really don't want to talk about.
Okay.
I'm closest with my oldest sister and one
Okay.
of my older brothers,
Okay.
and the other ones, there's really no relationship there.
Would you say because mom was so busy, that the relationships with your siblings maybe didn't thrive the way they should? Because I heard you say that you didn't talk to a few of them. The brothers or something, one of them you don't talk to?
No, I don't, he wasn't the nicest of person growing up with, so.
Okay. And what kind of discipline did y'all have?
Well, when my father came home, it depends on the severity of what we were doing,
Mm-hmm.
and we usually got hit with a belt.
Okay. And your relationship with your dad?
Well, he's deceased, but
Okay.
he was good.
It was good.
He was good. He was a lot of fun to be with, and
Okay. Would you say he was more of the caregiver than mom?
I would say she was more the caregiver.
Okay.
He was more the disciplinarian.
Okay. But you had a better connection with
Better
him.
connection with him than.
Did all the siblings, you think, felt that way?
I think he was easier to talk to. He was more of a positive type of person, and
Okay.
she was always kind of, that's too hard for you, this is too hard for you, no, don't, she was kind of discouraged you from trying different
Things
things.
out. Mhm.
Yeah.
So tell me something that was fun that your family did together.
We went out for ice cream. My father liked to take us to try new restaurants. We went to amusement parks together.
Okay, so it sounds like you did have a lot of
Mhm.
fun growing up too.
Mm-hmm.
And so fast forward to today, Dad passed away, and so how long has Mom been a widow?
7 years.
Okay. So typically they say, you know, it takes about that long before you're fully recovered from that loss, and able to become independent again. It sounds like maybe she's not becoming independent, that she's depending on you now as to kind of fill that hole a little bit.
So she's getting frail, so that, I mean, I can see that
Yeah.
part of it.
And how old is she?
84.
Okay.
It's just that whenever there's family events, I seem to be the one that she calls. Are you going? Oh, good, I'll go with you.
Okay.
Not, can I go with you?
Right.
You know?
Okay.
So I always feel like, okay, I got a
You have a hard-
babysit, I can't enjoy myself because I have to, and I shouldn't, I love my mom, I shouldn't feel that way. I should be, you know, taken care of. I'm trying to look at it in a way that, you know, Mom and I are spending time together, we're going to have fun together. But since since she wasn't really the person I could ever go to, I don't really feel like I have a
Right.
big connection there.
And when you go to a family event, or you know one's coming up and you know your mom's going to ask, how do you feel before she even calls? Do you sit and worry like, oh, this event's coming up, I know Mom's going to be calling and wanting to go with me?
Kind of.
Yeah, you feel like dodging her phone call.
Mhm.
Yeah. And she doesn't do this with any of the other siblings, just you kind of latches on?
I think mainly me because maybe because I've never said no, or maybe it's because I don't work full time, and everyone else assumes that, well, I'll just ask Patty, she'll do it.
Okay.
Um,
So all your other siblings work full time?
they work full time.
Okay. Okay.
And I work like per diem.
Okay. All right. And oh, it's still going. Okay. Excuse me. Sorry. And so what do you do for yourself? Because I can see that you're busy with Mom and school and working,
Mhm.
and you're taking care of kids. So what are you doing for yourself?
I like to be outside a lot.
Okay.
I'll go on long walks or bike rides. I'll listen to music, and
Okay.
I like doing things like that. And sometimes, my mother doesn't call all the time, but when she does, and I don't feel like getting the call, I just let her go to voicemail.
Right. Well,
I
that's
figure,
That's a good start for you. Yeah, because you have to keep your life balanced
Mhm.
as well, because you do have a lot of responsibility that's on your plate. So keeping that balance is good. Do you ever feel like you can tell Mom no when she calls to go to a family event?
Not really.
Okay.
She'll usually ask, "Are you going?" And if I say yes, that means that I can't stay there as long as I like because I have to take her home.
Right.
And if I say no, that means that I have to hear her complain about, now I have to call my
Mhm.
sister or my brother, or wonder how I'm going to get there, and kind of.
And when you're in the middle of that, trying to have time so that you can stay as long as you want. And how do you feel when she's saying, well, I'm going to have to call somebody else then?
Like if we're at an event and
Or when she's setting up to ride with you. And if you tell her no, and she says that she wants, then she's going to have to call another sibling. And you feel bad about that? Or do you feel...
sometimes I don't feel bad because I feel like she should call somebody else.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there ever a time where you feel anxious about it, or angry, or what would you?
Like if there's an event that I want to go to and I know that I want to stay there a long time, I usually tell her ahead of time, well, I can get you there, but I plan on staying there for a long time, so you might need a ride home from somebody else.
Okay.
Sometimes it works out that way, and sometimes it doesn't.
And if she makes you leave the event early, how do you handle that?
She usually apologizes several times to the point where I'm like, don't worry about it. So I know she feels bad. I
Right.
know she feels a sense that she's a burden in a sense, and I don't want her to feel like she is.
Right.
But at the same time, I kind of feel stuck being the chauffeur for my kids sometimes and the chauffeur for her sometimes.
Right.
So when does it become my turn?
Right. Right. And that's hard, especially because you're at a point where your kids are getting older too.
Mm-hmm.
And so it is almost your time to have time for yourself and not to be caring for other people, but now you're kind of sandwiched in between taking care of mom
Yeah.
and being a student,
Mhm.
you know.
And she doesn't ask me about that a lot.
Okay.
You know, when we get together, it's
Mhm.
always so-and-so did this, and, you know, I can't do this now. And I'll try to redirect, you know, hey, Mom, this is going on in school.
But she doesn't
She
respond.
doesn't, yeah.
Yeah. Would you ever say that you feel overwhelmed?
Sometimes.
Okay. And what do you do when you feel overwhelmed?
I usually have to stop everything that I'm doing
Mm-hmm.
and put things on hold, but I can't do that with some things.
Right. Right.
I don't know.
Well, I would like to teach you today just like a little breathing technique. You can use it like when you're in that overwhelming situation and when you'd rather just drop everything and just stop doing stuff. Sometimes we can, if we change the way we breathe, we can control that. Then we can kind of get control back over our thinking and stuff like that. So,
Okay.
you want to try that with me?
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
Okay. I know when we say deep breathing, you always just like take a deep breath. But
It's
comes
usually
from
because I'm
here.
aggravated.
Yeah, yes, because we get aggravated easy. So instead of breathing from our chest like we normally do, I'm going to have you breathe from your stomach, okay? So put one hand on your chest and one hand on your tummy, and I want you to breathe with just your hand that's on your stomach coming up. So take a big breath. Let it out real slow.
That's different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, let's do that again. Ready? Kind of feel how it kind of helps you relax a little bit. So when mom's really kind of gotten you wound up, maybe if you just, because you could even do that in the car when you're riding. I keep thinking it's off. And it'll just kind of escalate you down just a little bit, okay?
Yeah. So it'd be something I could do before I meet with her because.
Exactly, exactly, because you know what's coming, and you, it sounds like you've tried different things to help her look at a glass half full instead of half empty, and so you can't control her thinking, but we can control yours and what you hear and how you behave, okay?
Okay.
So that is definitely something that can just kind of calm you in the situation. And then over the next few weeks, we'll learn a couple more techniques that can maybe help you out in that situation and not feeling guilty to tell mom no. And learning some good balance for you. I also would like to see you do some self-care just for yourself, like doing something fun, because that's important. If we are busy taking care of our kids and school and mom and not taking care of ourselves, we can get ourselves in an unhealthy situation. So, so what could be something fun you could do this week for yourself?
I think I might go shopping, not grocery shopping.
Yes, yes, just shopping for you.
Yeah.
What's your favorite store?
I like TJ Maxx.
Okay. And just take your time. No rush, just shop and enjoy your time for yourself. And what about friends? Do you have a lot of friends that you can hang out with? Okay.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you have a pretty good support system in place then. Well, I would like to meet with you for a few more weeks.
Okay.
See where we're at, and then see how you're feeling about your relationship with mom and how you're handling everything. Would this time next week be good for you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
and if
work.
anything comes up, just call or email me. I try to answer everything pretty quickly. But most of all, I just think that you're doing a great job for yourself just coming here. Shows a lot of strength and you're reaching out at the right time too, I think,
Thank you.
to keep yourself healthy.
It was nice meeting you. I
Yeah,
enjoyed this.
it was good to meet you too. Thanks,
All right.
Patty.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.